We are going to perform a Virtual SmartZone cluster upgrade from version 5.1.0 to version 5.1.1. In the description box below, we've included great resources to assist you, including links to our How-To Hub. Be sure to check it out often, as we are always updating the content. Our Virtual SmartZone dashboard is showing us two key pieces of information. Currently, we're running version 5.1.0. Secondly, we're connected to 10.177.89.17. This is our leader in terms of the cluster configuration. All right, let's take a look at our cluster configuration. So we're going to navigate to System and Cluster. Here we can note that we have two nodes. We have .17, which is our leader, and .81, which is our follower. So to understand how this upgrade happens, the follower is going to upgrade first. Once the upgrade and reboot is final, he will come back up online as the leader. At that point, our current leader will upgrade, reboot, and come online as a follower. Before we continue, we're going to navigate to Administration and Backup and Restore. Here we're going to perform a cluster backup of the entire cluster. This is a best practice. We should do this on a normal cadence anyways, but we're going to do it before we perform the upgrade. Once the backup is complete within SmartZone, it's going to store that file within SmartZone itself. So we need to FTP it out. We're going to FTP it to our FTP server, but unfortunately it's a public IP address and it has a username and password included, so I've blurred it. I'm going to give you an example of this command on your screen here. Now it's going to give you a listing of all the backup files that exist. We wanted to make sure this was clean, so there's only one. So we're going to select the number 1 for that file, and it will transfer that file via FTP to our FTP server. Something to note outside of an upgrade is the files are timestamped. So if you need to revert back to a certain snapshot in time for any reason, you can. There's an option here as long as you have the backup files created. Next, we're going to perform a configuration backup. We do so by navigating to the Configuration tab and clicking Backup. Now, once this is completed, it's going to show us that backup file here in our window. We can highlight that and click on Download, and then we'll have a local copy of it. All right, backups are done. We're going to go to Upgrade under Administration, and we're going to navigate to Browse. Now, we've already downloaded the XImage file we need for the correct version for the controllers. So as we click on Browse, we're just going to navigate to the directory where we stored it. It's a vSZ version number.ximage file. Go ahead and highlight that and click on Open, and then we're just going to upload the file. Depending on your environment, this can take anywhere from 5, 10, 20 minutes, but you'll see a status bar and it'll let you know when it's done. All right, the upload is complete, so now we're going to click on Upgrade. It's going to pop a window up and warn us that the appliance is going to reboot during this process, but we're following best practices. We're in a maintenance window, so we're going to say yes. This is going to take some time. It can take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. If you've ever upgraded a SmartZone standalone or cluster appliance before, you probably know this, but fair warning, it does take some time. So we'll be back after this is complete. So we understand now that SmartZone's cluster configuration upgrades happen in really two phases. The first phase, which we're in now, is when the follower is upgrading. So what we can expect during this time is that tunneled wireless LANs won't work. What I mean by that is any clients connected to these WLAN types, they will be disconnected. Now, non-tunneled, or also known as local breakout or AP bridged wireless LANs, will serve existing clients, but it's not going to accept any new client associations. Now, once the follower node comes online as the leader with new software, APs and data planes will reestablish connectivity to SmartZone. If you have a data plane that you've not yet approved within SmartZone, it won't automatically come online. You'll still have to go through that approval process. Once the AP's SSH tunnel to the new leader is established, all wireless LANs will begin to operate normally. All right, our upgrade is completed. We're about an hour and 10 minutes into the process, but we're done. The version is 5.1.1. The cluster's up, it's online. We see 2 nodes. So we're going to navigate to System and Cluster. What we're looking for here is we just want to verify that we see both of our nodes up in the cluster in a cluster configuration. We're going to verify that our leader and follower have swapped roles. Here we see that they have. So we're successful. We've upgraded Virtual SmartZone in a cluster configuration. Before you go, don't forget to check the description box below and access any of the resources we've provided. Thanks for watching.